What's going on, guys? I'm back today because we're finally going to do the Lazy Wolf Guns F2 trigger with the red tab. I'm doing the red tab because I really think it'll pop against the red mag extension, and I just want that look. The F2 is the one that has the side cut, and if you watch my other video of installing this, it was a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be. So getting the F2, what I'm doing is I'm sending it out to Lazy Wolf Guns, and while they're installing it, I'm going to also have him do the action tuning. And it's a package, one of their many packages that they offer. I'm going to go with that because what it does is it cleans up the trigger, it reduces the weight even more. If you want to, you could have it set up for a 3.5 pound for competition, a 4.5 pound for range only use, they consider it, or a 5.5 pound pull for a defensive carry. Now, if you watch one of my other videos from a while back, I installed the trigger block reduced spring. I forget exactly what it's called, but it was a trigger block enhanced spring or something. It's supposed to lighten the trigger up, and if you watch that, it did. I think it took 1 or 2 pounds off the factory pull. But this would even take it even more. So what we're going to do is a before and after, where we're at now with the trigger, and then where we're at after Rick Home does his thing, and I choose which weight that I'd like to be at. Again, this trigger will not lighten your factory pull. So if you think you're just going to get this trigger and it's going to lighten your pull, it's not going to do that. Alright, so we are clear. So with the before and after, what I want to show you is, depending on where you put the plunger is going to give you a different reading. Down towards the bottom, and here is where you're going to get lighter pull just off of the physics of leverage itself. So there we're at almost 4.5. Do it again. Down at the bottom, close to the bottom. 4 pounds. One more time. Put it down towards the bottom again. Almost right at the bottom, which is more or less where your trigger finger is going to be. And right at 4 pounds. I'm going to have him tune it up and smooth it up, and so there won't be any jerkiness and all that stuff that he does well. I'm going to get it done. And at the same time, he's going to install the F2 trigger with the red tab. So let's do that. Send it out to Rick, get it done, and alright guys, here it is. Through the movie making magic, it's only been about a second, but in real time, it's been a couple months since this was sent out, and I got it back. Totally expected though, since this came out, since he released his triggers, he's just been slammed and backed up with everybody wanting their trigger installed and everything, which is great for him. Great that he's doing such good business. But I opted for the 4.5 pound break weight. So let's check the weight on it now. We are clear. Little over 4, which is basically where it was before. 4.5. Do it one more time. That one was a little further down. That took me a little below 4 pounds. But remember, being this is a flat trigger and the break angle is at 90 degrees, the further down you would pull the trigger, just due to the physics of leverage, it's going to be less weight here than it is going to be further up. So it will vary just a little bit depending on that, where I'm putting this plunger. But as far as fingers go, that's 4 pounds. That's 4 pounds right on the money. So depending on where you put the plunger, you're going to get a little bit of a different pull. But being that your finger is going to take up the whole trigger anyway, it's just going to be a nice pull right there. So check this out, guys. I mean, where we're looking right now, 4.5 pound trigger. That red tab on the F2 really sets off that red mag extension. You know, that's what I was going for. I love that little pop of red. I love my red, especially when we're talking HKs, we're talking MP5s. You know, I put the red tape on my mags. So I really like that little touch. I'm glad they offered that style. But just take a look. And now, it's going to be really hard to demonstrate in the video how crisp and how clean this brake is since he's done his action job, but it is leaps and bounds over the factory pull. Now remember, I did do a little work myself with that the lower weight spring for the trigger block, so that brought the weight down, but that didn't take out any of the grit or the hang-ups that you would feel in the stock trigger. So what you're getting here is a little bit of take up. Okay, there's the wall, brake. Now, being that is a 90-degree brake angle, you don't have to worry about any of that over travel to where you would brake and then on a normal trigger brake and then it continues back. So it'll stop at 90 degrees. Then the reset there, wall, brake. I'm telling you guys, it is worth the money. Reset, very short, a little bit of take up before the wall. I'm telling you, it is so smooth. It is the smoothest trigger I personally have ever felt and that I own. So Lazy Wolf, Rick Home, definitely know what he's doing. So the only thing to do now is, now that we got it installed, is to take it out and shoot it. So let's get to the range, put some rounds through it, see what it's like there. All right, guys, here we are at the range. Test out the Lazy Wolf setup, the F2, and of course his action tuning job. So hopefully my batteries last. It's freezing cold out here. It's like 10 degrees and wind chills, it's even colder. My first set already died before I even turned it on, so I got a fresh pack. Hopefully it'll last. But all right, so here we go. We got a full mag in here, 20 rounds. Try to put it on target, but mainly it's just going to be the reset, how it feels, show you what it looks like, you know, shooting the gun. I'm jumping around. I'm out of practice. I haven't been to the range in a while, and it's freezing cold. I can barely feel my fingers already. Hopefully that came through on camera, how nice the trigger is as far as reset goes and the brake angle. I'll try to get close up again so you can really see it. Pulling my shots, a little high left, but I'm still on target, so you know what you're going to do. Here we go again. Here we go. So that was one mag. I think I missed a couple, pulled a little left. My fingers, I don't know if you can tell, I mean, they are freezing. I can still feel the reset. I can still feel the pull of the trigger right now anyway. And I'm telling you, it is just, it's smooth. And hopefully that close up, I was out of frame so I couldn't really tell, but hopefully it was close up where you can see where that brake is at 90. And it stops there, resets, pull again. All right, guys, as luck would have it, I forgot to hit record on the other camera to show you the target, but I got it now so you'll see where the shots were before, and I filled the mag up just with 5 this time, just to do a quick little demonstration because it's cold. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Just a quick little shooting portion of this video. I mean, you already know Lazy Wolf, they put out their triggers, different models, different little color accents should you want. So drastically improves break angle to 90 instead of wall, then back further. Still retains all the factory safeties, we talked about all that. But the main thing is the reset, the break angle, and with his action tuning jobs, it's just night and day difference from factory trigger. I mean, it's smooth, there's no grit, there's no slop, it's just clean and crisp. So if you're on the fence about it, you got the extra couple $100 to get the trigger and then one of his tuning packages, just do it. Especially if this is a pistol you shoot all the time. This isn't a pistol I shoot all the time, but I shoot it a lot, and I just wanted to experience, you know, what it is that he does and what he can do. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.